The only voice you're going to hear on this presentation is mine, coming from a Philips cassette player. C'est quoi ton Philips cassette player? This is the sound of my voice on camera naturally. Let's have a listen to what it sounded like earlier. No, not again. Oh no, not again. What's the matter? I made a recording and I forgot to put the mix on. What are you talking about? You forgot to put the mix on. Nobody gives a monkey's about the mix. What are you talking about? I made 3 recordings, and each time, after loads of great improvisational efforts, I then realised that you can only hear half the cassette. Half of what I said's gone forever. Because I forgot to put the mix button switch on the side of this Philips D6410 cassette into mix. I was confused. Whatever, dude. Listen, what are you talking about? What microphone are you addressing the people on? It's that they want to know. You see, they don't really care if you've been 2, 3 times emailing with making some stuff, producing some videos for 12 years. They don't care about that. And what I want to know is, what's this cassette player like anyway? And what are you talking to him on? That's what they want to know. Okay. Well, I'm talking to them on the electret. This is the front microphone of the Philips D6410 cassette player. And it's a built-in microphone. To hear the input played back and to be able to hear and to capture this sound, you have to have the mic switch on mix. At the side of the cassette player, there's a DIN socket. I'm just going to say that if you watch another video of mine, you'll see that I've had a few problems with this cassette, and also one of the newest problems is that there's a hum that comes off this. When the front microphone is plugged in, as you'll hear in a bit, that hum goes. So there's a hum here, but it goes, but it's a fault. In there, I've got plugged in this microphone with my little friend, the New York guy, the New Yorker, who's the wise guy, who says, you know, it's a better microphone. Obviously, it's a PA. If I turn the volume up on the unit, you're going to get a PA sound, and you would also get a difference in the recorded sound. Now, it's a bit honky-dory, touchy-feely, close to the limit, because I'm fairly close to it. But if I move it away and turn the condenser away from me, then, surely then, I can bump up the volume, and you'll hear a difference. If I just crank the volume off, and there you've got normal speech. So, from what it was to what it is. But you know what, it was so much better before. It was so much better before. It was fun. Anyway, this is Mark 3 of the run-through of the cassettes. And the microphones of the cassettes, in fact, not the cassettes. So this is the ewer. And with the ewer, you press the button and you have live action. Now, if I turn the mix off, and I've got the mix on, and I'm by the ewer and I'm by the electret. So what does that sound like compared to when I turn the mix off? Which means that the only sound you'll hear now is coming through the ewer. This is purely coming through the ewer. Wow. Which means that when I take my finger off the button, I've got to remember that I don't have it on mix, so it won't record. But the tape will still turn. Turn the mix back on. Unlike on the mini external mic, not the big mother, the mini one. Now if I plug the mini in to the front socket here that myself will be showing you on the video that accompanies this marvellous narrative of Connery, I plug that in and it overrides the built-in mic.
Sounds good.
Now, just check the mix is on mix, yes, because we don't want any more tomfoolery, because we don't want any more tomfoolery. So, this mic is not branded. I don't know who made it. It's a mic that does vocal chat. I've put a foam filter on it, a foam whatever you call it, and I'll demonstrate with it on and with it off for the put put put. You know, the place to be is peut-être not purloining in the west. All right, let's hit the pause on the tape deck so it's seamless. I'm now addressing in the west with the purloined of the breath, every breath you take, as Gordon Sumner once wrote and then sang. And not only he wrote it, he sang it, every breath you take. Okay, I'll hit the pause again. Pause. And pause with the phone on. The other thing you can do with this mini mic that you can't do with the Grande Big German is pause the cassette, in fact. So you can pause the cassette with a mini mic. I'm going to pause it now and you'll hear an audible, because what it in fact does is cuts the power supply, and you do get some noise with that. That it's a price you pay for convenience. Here we go. Back on. Back on. Back on. Yeah. So if I hit manual pause now and come back to you, then you don't hear anything.
Clean.
I'm slightly disheartened because I did such a fabulous take. Even though I say myself I was doing impressions of German microphones, I was doing impressions of New York microphones. I was doing my conscience, you know, I was coming out with all sorts of stuff. Not once.
Not twice, but 3 times. So here we are with the 4th time, and I'm a bit flat basically. I'm tired. You know, it's like the script that I wrote. I wrote a script and
I'm on the mini mic now. I wrote this script and I didn't in fact use it. And before I was doing kind of like my alter ego. You don't want to know about a script. People don't give a monks about a script. I don't care. What they want to know is what's the mic sound like? What's the mic sound like? So yeah, back on the Ewer, and you've got to be careful because it's on mic mix, and if I've got the other mic in my hand, you can pick up sound from it. Back on the Ewer. I'm going to unplug it, the front mic, like so, and take my thumb off the button on the middle mic, like so. Talk to you on the built-in mic, and I'm actually going to unplug. My neighbours are going to think I'm just crazy. They're going to think, who is that English guy? Oh, it's our neighbour. Oh, yeah, we know him. And I'm going to walk outside, and I'm going to give you a running commentary so that you can hear what it sounds like, in fact, to have a microphone like this casually strewn about the house, in case you need to covertly record anybody who pops by without them knowing. I don't know, could be someone trying to sell you some soda stream, someone from the tax office. I'm going out the kitchen door and I'm going out into the garden, and you should still know
Okay, I'm out in the garden there. That's about 2 stone walls and 25 feet away. Here I come.
Stream of consciousness and words that are going to spill out of my stomach and throat and thorax and all the rest of it, so you can get an idea of what it's like to approach this microphone, pick up the unit and be normal, i.e. you're in a recording situation, but this is about 10 inches away from me.
Well, there you go. I hope this has been interesting.
Very interesting.
Check on what a 1985 cassette player from Philips sounds like. If you check out my other videos, or the video specifically on this cassette
recorder, D6410, you'll see what I was talking about the script. I did write a script, but I don't know, ad-libbing, just scripts just stay on the page basically. They don't really work in the real world, but then that's the curse of the writer, you know. You can read a script, but when you're trying to film cassette players on your own with a script,
that's what actors do. Yeah, they read scripts.
It's another matter. I should have put that in the script, in fact. I should have put just in the script,
this is probably not going to work. No, all joking aside, it's a good script. Even for itself, I mean, I could send it to
Jason Bourne, and he'd probably take it for the next Bourne Identity. It's that good. Anyway, check out my other video with, I took this thing apart and You can see what it's like. I moan about the build quality, but what's good about it, as you'll now be hearing, is that it is a sensational recorder of sound, and it plays back well as well.
Absolutely.
Which again you'll hear, because you're going to be just watching a video of this tape playing back. You'll be like, when's this end? You'll be looking at the bar at the bottom saying, it's not long now. Should I stop now? Am I going to miss something if I do?
No, keep going.
We're also rushed, you know. I object to lots of things in life.
That's true.
I watch videos and the title's misleading.
Yeah.
And we've all been there. You watch something that says,
I have.
coincidentally again, it was Matt Damon is attacked on Radio 1. I think, oh, watch that, check it out. And in fact, they throw cuddly toys at them.
So, yeah, you've got to watch for time wasting, but I can assure you, you have not wasted your time coming to the end of this video, because you'd have missed a bit about Matt Damon.
No.
And, you know, it's like in the old days with the
Matt
cassette.
Damon.
I used to have a boss, actually, and he would never stop a cassette until it had finished.
Right.
Complete pedantic pedant. You can't stop it. You can't fast forward it. You'll damage the cassette. It has to come to the end of its natural cycle and get to the end of the side.
So you missed that gem of what people can be like when you work for them. Probably why Iraq is going to hell in a handcart at the moment, you know, and Afghanistan is going to revert back to the former hell that it always was pretty soon as the American troops pull out. And hey, let's come on, let's cut off a few noses, cut off a few ears, get some people in the football stadium, grow some more heroin. The longest war in American history, I heard that last night and I thought to myself, what a waste of time. And a few other things. Well, that's it really.
Classified.
You know, I'm not going to put the world to rights, I can't change anything. The world is just like that. It's a crazy world and it's a beautiful world. It's a world that gave us this cassette recorder, gives us the internet, gives us YouTube, mobile phones, for good or bad. So voila. And I'll just say, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Not too much, but give it a bit of information if you're like me, you like cassette players. Be good, be happy, and thanks for watching. Bye now.